This touching scene was captured by a netizen. -20 degrees Celsius. A stray dog with nowhere to go in the heavy snow. It was on the verge of freezing to death. A couple who went out to enjoy the night view discovered this poor dog. The dog was shivering from the cold, its eyes filled with pain. The kind-hearted wife quickly took off her cloak, intending to wrap the dog in it. But the dog was very reluctant. It instinctively wanted to run away. It even tried to attack the woman. The woman didn't get angry. Instead, she patiently comforted the dog. Perhaps the dog realized that the couple meant no harm. After a few minutes of communication, the dog was finally moved by the couple's sincerity, and then obediently stopped resisting, allowing the couple to bring it home. They only realized after arriving home that the dog's condition was worse than expected. It was not only soaked through, but it was also frozen stiff. It curled up in a blanket, shivering all over. At this point, the dog was barely alive. Cold and hungry, it convulsed uncontrollably. It didn't even have the strength to stand up. The wife quickly brought a hairdryer to dry the dog's fur, placed it next to the warm stove. After half an hour of rescue efforts, the dog finally woke up. It looked at the unfamiliar surroundings. It's warm here. A world of difference from the cold outside. A complete contrast. The revived dog was extremely grateful to its life-saving rescuer. It started behaving well, and let go of its previous wariness and resistance. Upon seeing the dog wake up, the woman quickly brought food, feeding the dog, bite by bite. The stray dog couldn't believe it was being loved so much. It shed tears of gratitude. The dog ate happily. It must have been famished, continuously devouring the food. Once full and hydrated, the dog's spirits improved. Many even approached the owners to seek affection. The woman brought a blanket to cover it for sleep. The next morning, the wife made a delicious breakfast for the dog. The dog ate eagerly. Suddenly, it ran to the door, looking at the snowy outdoors, seemingly lost in thought. Initially, the couple thought the dog wanted to go back to roaming. But in the next moment, the dog's actions touched the couple. It turns out that the dog just went outside to relieve itself, and then immediately returned home. This shows how understanding it is. It turns out it was worried about dirtying the house. That's why it went outside. It must be said that this is a good dog. Seeing the dog's understanding nature, the couple decided to adopt the dog. From then on, the dog finally had a new home. No more wandering outside. The dog was fortunate to meet kind-hearted people in its time of need. Not only did it regain a new life, but it also found a warm and loving home. Such kind and lovely individuals, they deserve our heartfelt appreciation. Wishing the kind-hearted couple a lifetime of happiness.